So this video is going to
explain how to use the MPC 4000's Q-Link sequence, which is a feature on here which is kind of weird to find and how to use. So I'm going to explain how to use it, and it's really awesome. You can do some random stuff with it and make anything sound cool. So to start, I'm going to make a really quick synth sound from the last how-to video. So I'll just quickly make one. You can follow along too if you want. So let's load up a snare drum real quick. Snare drum. And we'll add it to a key group program. So we'll make new program, key group. Okay, sweet. Add the program. So now if I go to program, they're already mapped to the notes and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and make this into a synth. So I'll go to here, loop it. Let's make the loop really short. Okay, so now we got a really short loop. We'll go back to program. So now we have a synth sound pretty much right away. I'll go ahead and remove a little bit of release so it'll kind of won't stop right when I let go of the key. Okay, and add a filter. It's important to add a filter because you don't have to, but for this video, I'm going to assign the Q-Link sequence to the filter section, which is really sweet. So I'll set the filter up, low pass, and set a decent resonance. Maybe a little higher. Maybe a little higher so it's even creepier. Alright, so now I got this set up, and I'll go to in fact, to see this work better, I'm going to add a kick drum on another track, so we'll have some kind of beat going. So I'll go to program 1, or actually program 2 on this channel, program 1 on this channel, and I'm going to load a kick drum. Okay, add the program, this one, okay, and I'm going to go here and change it so that when I let go of the key, that it'll automatically keep playing. So set play mode to kick for continuous or one shot. Alright, so now this is kick set to one shot. I'm going to make it 1 bar and set the tempo. Let's go with 90 or something. Okay, hit record. Alright, so now there's the kick going, and it's pretty important to have some kind of beat so you can hear what's going on with the Q-Link sequence and stuff, but any kind of beat, whatever. So I'll hit the setup, it's right here, setup. These are 2 buttons. This is a Q-Link section, by the way, if you haven't used it. So hit setup, that'll take you to the setup menu for this. And so this is the basic setup for Q-Link. You can either set up stuff with the knobs or the sliders. We'll use the sliders, they're pretty cool. This part says what we're going to assign the part to. I'm going to pick 1 because that's where I put the synth sound at. And I'm going to go ahead and assign this to cutoff here.
Okay, so I'm going to turn this to cutoff. Not resonance, cutoff. Now the slider should control the cutoff if I were on the first channel. Let me go back to the first channel. So now the slider controls the cutoff. Okay, so now that's the basic of the Q-Link. You can set it to pitch or anything else. So this is pitch. Okay, so we're going to go back to cutoff here. And now we're going to use the sequence. So hit the Q-Link sequence. This takes you to the sequence menu. There's Q-Link sequences for the knobs and one for the sliders. So I'm going to use the one for the slider. So hit slider button down at the bottom. And now this represents, I'm going to make the step 116. This represents a pattern of knobs, of the sliders for the measure. So for each beat there's one, or each quarter note there's one. To get this to work, there's like 5 other things you need to do. I don't know why they have this thing. So you turn on Q-Link sequence here, and then you have to turn on the Q-Link for the particular knob. So Q-Link 5 I just turned on, Now these knobs, this is the setting for each of the notes. So if I'm going to go ahead and record. In fact, let me turn this off. I'm going to record a quick synth of just note repeat. Alright, so I just held note repeat and recorded some boring thing here. Okay, so now I'm going to go to cueing sequence. I'm going to turn the cueing sequence back on. Okay. And now I'm going to hit play and just play around, arrow down to here, and just play around with these sliders. So I'll hit play. And so this is on the first note, it'll play this. Okay, so then if I turn it on here too, and then turn them on. And you can get some really cool, fun stuff out of this. Alright, so while we have this going, let's go ahead and maybe add an effect to it. So we'll go to the effects screen and add a stereo delay. Hope I'm recording this in stereo. Go to go to the mixer, assign part 1 to effects, turn it up. And maybe change the delay a little bit. Pretty much it. That's how to use the cue links. You can do some random stuff with it. You can all of a sudden assign this to something else, like pitch, the same thing. Whatever. That's cue link. You can do some crazy stuff with it. Oh, actually, so this will explain how to record it. So if you actually just hit record right now, it'll record it and lock it down. So even if you turn off the cue link, it'll still be playing. And pretty much that's it. So thanks. Alright, late.